The movie begins its focus to a defiant man, braving a rain-soaked street, armed only with a stick, vocally opposing the oppressive regime. His act of rebellion is quickly noticed by a hovering drone, which issues a stern warning for him to return home. His son Connor pleads with him to comply, and tragically, the man fails to return home and is killed on the spot. Connor rushes to the spot where his father had died. Onlookers, including Kate and her son Shawn, urge him to retreat to safety. The unyielding drone targets Connor next, commencing a countdown, and in a pivotal moment, a man named Robin acts as a subordinate commander, intervenes and spares Connor's life. The scene then shifts to Kate's home, where Robin expresses his concern for her two adopted children, Nathan and Alexandra, who harbor a palpable hatred for him due to his collaboration with the robots. When Shawn inquires about his missing father, Robin deflects, suggesting that Kate take Connor under her wing. Subsequently, we witness Connor hastily returning to his own residence to gather his belongings. A giant soldier robot overseeing the area grants him only a few minutes to return to Kate's house. The tension mounts as Connor narrowly makes it back within the allotted time, highlighting the severe restrictions and constant surveillance under which humanity now lives. The main characters then gather around TV to watch an announcement from the mediator. The message was significant. The robotic overlords are engaged in a comprehensive study of all life across the universe. Once their analysis of humans is complete, they plan to vacate Earth and never to return again. Meanwhile, Shawn was immersed in a personal quest in the kitchen. He was crafting notices in a bid to locate his father Danny. Demonstrating ingenuity, Sam folds these notices into tennis balls and launches them to neighboring streets using an elastic device. Elsewhere, we observe Shawn's diligent physical training while Nathan engages in a conversation with an older man, Martin. This scene shifts to the attic where Shawn, Alexandra, and Connor watch Nathan working with a gaming console. In a sudden turn of events, Nathan receives an electric shock from the console, catapulting him across the room. Alexandra's quick response leads to a startling discovery. Nathan's implant, used by the robots for tracking humans, is now deactivated. This discovery brings a surge of excitement. The group realizes that they can temporarily disable their implants and venture outside undetected. And that night, under the cover of darkness, the four of them venture into the outside world. Their journey was very risky, underscored by a close encounter with a drone and a soldier robot, both of which passed dangerously close to them without detecting them. Their destination was a railway museum, a place filled with memories and significance. At the museum, Connor presents Shawn with a tennis ball containing a reply to his message about his father. The note reveals that Danny was captured, but his current whereabouts were unknown. It also hints at a document of people's files kept at the school. Motivated by his new lead, the group heads to the school. They leave Connor outside as a lookout while they infiltrate the building, and inside they track a man carrying files and, seizing the moment, swiftly search through them. Shawn discovers his father's file, complete with a map pinpointing his location. However, their moment of triumph is short-lived. The electric shock's effect on their implants proves to be temporary, as indicated by the flashing lights. Panic sets in, and they rush to find Connor, who is holding a battery and manages to shock himself again. But this time, he was running out for the others. As their implant turns orange, signaling imminent detection, they're swiftly captured by soldier robots. The tension then continues to escalate as the protagonists confront increasingly dire situations, and they find themselves in the clutches of their robotic oppressors, refusing to divulge the secret of how they temporarily disabled their tracking implants. Two men escort Martin, an older member of their group, into the room. Shawn, witnessing Martin's situation, pleads with Robin, a human collaborating with the robots, to release him. However, Martin is subjected to a harrowing procedure as he's placed in a large, futuristic machine that replaces his implant and subjects him to a deep scan, which is a painful procedure aimed at harboring all the data in the human brain. The procedure's brutal aftermath leaves Martin collapsed on the floor, with Robin grimly noting that it will eventually lead to his death. Amidst the chaos, Connor awakens and stumbles upon Shawn being prepped for the same torturous process. In a desperate attempt to disrupt the situation, Connor lights skyrockets in another room. And meanwhile, a confrontation unfolds between Shawn and Robin, where Shawn accuses Robin of being responsible for the death of his wife and child. Enraged, Robin approaches the machine, but Shawn manages to use the machine itself as a weapon, incapacitating Robin. Connor's timely intervention with the skyrockets adds to the confusion, allowing Shawn to escape from the machine. The group, now reunited, quickly release Nathan and Alexandra and flees the scene under the watchful gaze of the mediator. As they safely watch the building erupt in flames from a distance, the group finds temporary refuge in a bowling playground. Here, the reality of their situation becomes clear. They must endure the painful process of disabling their implants every 13 hours. The following days are marked by stealth and survival as the group moves between various houses, staying hidden from their robotic overseers. Their journey leads them to a hotel where they accidentally stumble upon a large gathering. The crowd's initial hostile reaction is halted by a man named Wayne, who fires a gun to disperse them. Upon realizing that the children have disabled their implants, the crowd leads them to Monique, who appears to be the leader of this resistance. This development presents a glimmer of new hope and potential alliance with their ongoing struggle against the robotic dominion. Connor, having learned how to deactivate the implants, shares this crucial knowledge with Monique and her group. Monique then introduces them to Swan, a man confined to a wheelchair who once knew Danny, Shawn's father. Although Swan's conversations were filled with cryptic references to a watchmaker, a river, and a secret lake, it hints at a possible sanctuary, a safe haven from the robot's control. Amidst these revelations, an announcement outside demands everyone's attention, calling for an assembly downstairs. Peering out the window, the group notices Robin and Kate amongst the crowd. Shawn, determined to remain undetected, wears a hoodie to conceal his identity and ventures downstairs. There, Robin displays a photograph of Shawn, declaring him wanted for questioning. In a moment of resolve behind the hotel, Shawn expresses his determination to rescue his mother and then search for his father. His friends, unwavering in their support, agree to assist him, and Wayne, contributing in his own way, provides them with the basic tools and wishes them luck. As they depart, Monique, watching from a window, uses the radio to guide them safely out of town. The narrative then shifts to Robin, who reveals to Kate his ambition fueled by his promise from the robots, a vast amount of wealth once they depart Earth. He invites Kate to join him in his future, but she demands that her son Shawn must be included. Robin, though reluctant at first, agrees to her condition. Meanwhile, the protagonists navigate through a cemetery, a solemn reminder of the stakes at play. They soon face a harrowing encounter with the soldier robot, and to their surprise, the robot, instead of attacking, halts upon approaching Shawn. It becomes apparent that Shawn's new implant has somehow synchronized with the soldier, granting him control over it. And back at Robin's headquarters, Kate, seizing an opportunity, persuades the young man to hand over his keys. As an alarm blares, she ventures downstairs, only to find the chaos unfolding outside, as Shawn, standing defiant with a controlled soldier robot behind him, confronting Robin and his men. In a dramatic turn, Shawn uses the robot to disarm Robin's group and demands the release of his mom, setting the stage for a tense showdown. The scene opens with Kate making a daring escape on horseback, while Shawn, in a frantic state, calls out to her. Their moment of panic is made worse as two drones appear on the rooftop, launching an attack that disables the soldier's robot. Robin and his men then hastily retreat indoors. In a twist of fate, one of the drones confronts Shawn and surprisingly syncs with his implant. Seizing control, Shawn turns the drone against its counterpart, shooting it down. He then then swiftly deactivates the drone, clearing the path for them to follow Kate. The pursuit leads them to a scenic beach where they catch up with Kate. The group then unites, leaving the beach behind as they journey along a rural road toward a dense forest, a symbol of their journey into the unknown. As the plot unfolds, the Mediator, a key figure in the robotic hierarchy, instructs Robin with a chilling ultimatum: capture Shawn alive or face dire consequences. The group, following a cryptic clue found on a gravestone, discovers a hidden fighter aircraft and a makeshift shelter. This discovery is soon overshadowed by the appearance of a mysterious man. As they investigate, they encounter a small group of people, among whom Shawn joyfully reunites with his father Danny. Their reunion is brief. However, as they were taken to a lakeside settlement where others have been hiding from the soldiers, we see Danny demonstrating the controls of the fighter aircraft to Nathan before he's interrupted by the threatening sound of an alarm. The group spots the Mediator and a contingent of soldiers along with Robin, who address them through a loudspeaker, demanding Shawn surrender in exchange for their safety. But when they search for Shawn, he was nowhere to be found. In a field, Shawn reasserts his control, reinstalling his implant and summoning a drone. His newfound ability to control the robots becomes even more evident, making a pivotal shift in the power dynamic. Meanwhile, a control cube looms menacingly, deploying a drill bore, signaling an imminent threat. Watching from a nearby hill, Danny and Nathan face a grave decision. Danny is ready to engage the fighter aircraft, but Nathan is overwhelmed by the situation and expresses his inability to help. The central focus was on the main robot facility, a formidable structure in the sky now under the control of Shawn. He stands atop it, guiding its trajectory to collide with the control cube, a bold and desperate attempt to obliterate the robot army. As the facility nears its target, the Mediator intervenes. He reaches Shawn, warning him of the potential danger he faces in this high-stakes collision. Despite the warning, Shawn's resolve remains unshaken. In a moment of intense connection, he syncs with the Mediator, gaining an extraordinary insight into the vast network connecting the Mediator with every robot worldwide. The tension mounts as the robot facility, now off balance, causes the Mediator to lose his footing and shatter upon impact with the ground. This chaos prompts the soldiers stationed on the hill to open fire on the facility, adding to the turmoil. Amidst the chaos, Shawn faces another imminent threat as two drones approach, weapons ready. In a final act of defiance, a soldier turns on Robin, ordering him to return home. Ignoring the order, Robin is met with a fatal response from the soldier. In the wake of the turmoil, the group discovers the broken remains of the Mediator, and Shawn connects with it for the last time, exerting his control. This connection triggers a chain reaction. Soldiers worldwide cease their operations, and the control cubes, symbols of the robotic reign, explode in a spectacular display. As the Mediator powers down for the last time, this shutdown signals a global victory. Robots everywhere are rendered inactive, and their reign of terror is brought to an end. And the movie concludes with scenes of global celebration as people around the world rejoice in their newfound freedom.